Now what I'm going to do, this here is like a 60-inch bolt tool. Alright, I've only got 5 yards here because that's all I bought at this particular time. Now I'm going to make another one for my granddaughter. She's going to be absolutely overloaded with tutus. And this time I'm going to cut this 16 inches, okay? This is how I'm going to do it. So I've got 2 pieces of 16 inches basically, because inside there it's doubled up. Then I'm going to undouble it and then obviously sew it. I'm going to half it, okay? So basically there's your 16 inches. Then I'm going to sew it like that, okay? So we have approximately an 8, but it's going to be a little bit over 8 including the ribbon, okay? So it's an 8-inch skirt. Alright, I will cut the end off here because this is already folded. Alright, I'm going to cut that. And then I'm going to use this other piece for a 1-year-old. Alright, so I'm going to get on and cut that. So I'm going to cut it to 16 inches. Alright. Right, now I'm going to just cut a tiny smidgen off this end, just so that I can fold it and separate it. There we go. And there we have our piece of tulle to do our 3T skirt. Alright, so I'm going to pop that there. And I'm going to get this piece here, just measure, give this a quick measure. Now this measures just over 13, so that's probably about right, but I'm going to tidy this end up here, okay, because it's just slightly over. And there we go. Right, so I have one for a 1-year-old, one for a 3-year-old. There we go. So that's all ready to play with. Good morning. Hi. Well, actually it's the afternoon here. Now, I am going to stitch out another tutu. As you saw, I cut some tulle. That's all ready now. So I've got 2 here. One for age 3 and the other one for age 1. Okay. Now I've also got my a cup of fresh coffee. It's a bit hot yet, so I've got that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this one, take my time with it and do it as best as I can. None of this rush within 10-minute jobs, okay? So what I need to do first is get some thread, and I need a nice purple. Let's have a look what we've got in here, in my drawer. We have got that there, sewing thread, that might be okay. It's only a small spool, but that should be fine. We'll try some of this. So I'm going to get that threaded. All done. Right, so we have our bobbin threaded. Now I'm going to thread the machine. Okay, right, so I think we're about ready. Now then, I've got my tool. What I've done with my ribbon is I have put it up on my stand up here. I should quickly show you. So I'm going to see how that works out. So I'm not using that one for the bobbin yet. Alright, and yes, I'm wearing the same dress I've been wearing for the whole week. It has been washed, so just be aware of that. It's clean. Right, now I'm going to get my first side, and let's lay this so we are on the underside. I'm just going to snip that in there, get the lighter on it, okay, and away we go. Okay, right, let's pop our tool in there, and then our ribbon. We can pop that down now, okay, and let's go. I think everything's all sorted, hopefully. And today we're actually going to just take our time and make as good a job as possible of it. So. Get our other ribbon up there. Okay. Right, let's make sure we're going it the right way round. So that's going to be going like that. Okay, hang on. So it's got to go over there like that. So we want that going like that. Okay, so we want the other end of the tool. Nope. There we go. Okay, and here we go again. Okay, so that's that one done. Now we'll get the other one. Okay. That done. Now we're going to fold it over. Okay, like so. And then we're going to do our channel. So I'm going to do it this from this end because Now then, so we're gonna go. White thread may have been better, but never mind. Never mind. Right, so we want it to sort of overlap slightly. So we don't want to just do it like that. We want to do it sort of like that. So we get our width right. Now I've got quite thick elastic, so probably a bit thick, so I am going to allow for that. So I'm going to do my channel about that wide. Let me just check that that's okay. Where's my elastic? Right, so here's my elastic. It's probably a bit thick, so I want to make sure it's going to go in there. So make sure that's okay. I want that to go over just a little bit more. So about like that. Okay. Right. So let's see if we can. Keep it level. I'm going to take my time because I want to do a good job. One done. Okay. Okay, same again. Let's just sear these edges. Bit late, but never mind. Better late than never. Done that, we can start to thread our elastic. Now that bit's for a 1-year-old, so I want a bigger piece. So okay. Right, I want 18 inches, I think. About 18 inches. Okay, I'm going to get my little bodkin. So, put that on there. And start to thread this through. Hopefully I've done it wide enough this time. Not brilliant, but yes. Okay, that's one put on. I need to put the other one on now. Okay. Bring that down. Get the other piece. Right, we've got this end now. And we want to carry on popping that in there. Right. So let's sew this together. And then we can start with the rest. Okay, so okay, so I've sewn that quite a few times, backwards and forwards, backwards and forwards. Don't think that's going to go anywhere, but to be on the safe side, I'm going to do it there as well. Okay, that's not going to go anywhere. Right, now we can bring this round and level it all out. Okay, and I will hot glue those ends there. So, and the same with the other end, and we'll put a nice bow in there as well. Okay, let's go and get the hot glue gun now. Look at that look. Isn't that pretty? That's quite nice. I quite like that. Quite like how that turned out. Turned out quite nice. Look at that look. There. Quite cute. Right, let's get this bow done. Okay, right, so I'm going to get a piece of ribbon. I'm going to do that, let me think. I'm going to do that 13 inches, okay. 13. Just tidy that edge up. Okay. Then another piece 14. Okay. And another piece, let me think, actually, let's do a piece of this. I think we'll do the bow in that, and then we'll do the other piece in this. What should we do? Just that sort of bow. What should I reckon? We'll get a piece of this as well. So we'll have a 14, so then I can decide how I want to make the bow. Okay. So a piece of that, and then we want a short piece, so a couple of inches. Let's do it 3 inches from that. Okay. I'm just going to fold these in half again, as we do, just to give them a little bit of a crease. Get the lighter and just sear the edges. Okay. 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 Just waiting for our hot glue gun to heat up. I need some more glue. And where is it? There it is. A bit more glue. Stick that in there. I'm going to be gluing those edges there together. Might be just as easy to sew them together, to be honest with you, rather than glue them. You could actually sew them down there, and then you haven't got that hole in there, have you? Because I don't like the idea of a hole through there, and you can't glue that together. So we could, in actual fact, sew that along there, and I think I'm going to sew it. We'll get our ends like that, and then what we'll do is I'm just going to sew down there. I'm pretty sure this would be the easiest way to do things, so. At least you haven't got that gap then, have you? I don't like the idea of that hole in the side. Okay, right, there we go. So I have sewn that together. Okay, sew the other side. It's not the easiest, but sure as hell we'll try. Okay, there we go. See, I think that's much better than gluing. I would have thought so anyway. Right, okay, so we've done that. So now we have one full skirt. Now we're going to get on with the bow now. Oh, right, okay. So let's bring the stuff over here, we'll go over here. Okay. Right, we've got our, let's make our actual bow. It's going to be out of the shorter piece. So we want a little bit of glue, just down there. I want to try not to make it too thick so that I can sew it easier. So, there. Then I'm going to do this side. So that bring that into the middle, into the centre, like again, like I've said, you end up with something like that. Okay, and then we're going to put a bit of glue, we're going to turn it that way around, the right way. I'm going to put a little bit of glue in the centre there. And then put it in the centre, just a little bit, and then we're going to fold this in half, like that. Basically it will just stick inside there, and then we can peel these back, fold those back, and do the same the other side. Bits of glue everywhere here. So we'll let that dry a minute while I do these bits. Now these bits here, basically I'm going to fold it in half. I don't know whether to just do a bow with this, or you could do two bits hanging from there actually, couldn't you? We'll try both. So basically there's my centre line there. I am going to put a bit of glue in the centre there, fold that forward. Lay it flat, fold it in half, and then you're not going to burn yourself so much. And then dip it like that. Okay. So you've got that there, like that. So it's glued. Alright. Now, I'll let that dry off a minute. I'm going to do the same to this piece here. So, in the centre. Fold it into itself. Don't put too much glue in, because you don't want to glue it all the way along that edge there. Mind you. Could save making it so thick. I'm just wondering if you could. No. Right, okay, so now we're going to do a little bit of glue in there. I'm going to fold this bit back. Probably can't see what I'm doing. So there we go again. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue in here, and then I'm going to fold that back as well. So you end up with like that. Okay, so a little bit of glue in here. And fold this back as well, and hold. Get a clip if you want to. Glue tends to stick everywhere. Okay, so we've done that. Put the light over here. Right, so there we have our main piece of bow. We can puff that out a bit there and there, so it looks like that. And we have our bottom piece. Okay, so let's just pop a little bit of glue, same sort of thing, but just with the bits that are going to hang. Bit of glue in, and another bit of glue in the back there. Fold that back as well. Hold it like that. So then you've got your bits that hang down. So then that will go, essentially will go on there like that, and then we'll put a piece in the middle. And I'm thinking what I might do is I might just leave it at that. I think I will. I don't think I'm going to bother with, I could put, that would be better actually. I'm going to use a piece of this. I'm going to cut that piece off now. Actually I'll save that bit for another one. Right, so we'll cut a piece of this off. It only needs to be short. Okay. We'll sear that end as well. Okay. Then we're going to fold it into itself like that. So basically, so you've got a piece like that. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on the inside there and the inside there. Fold it so it glues. Fold that side so it glues. So you end up with a nice sealed edge. Don't want masses of glue. Okay. It's got to be an easier way of doing this so you don't burn yourself. There, that'll do. Right. Okay. I'm going to do those ends again. Cut that straight. And that straight. Sear those ends again. Okay. So you've got something like that. Okay, and then with that piece, first of all we're going to stick that onto there. So we want some glue, blob of glue in there, and then match that to that and glue those two together. Okay, something like that. Alright. We'll cut these ends in a minute. Then we're going to get our centerpiece, okay, and we're going to wrap that around there like this. Okay, so essentially it's like that. So I'm going to get some glue on here. And I'm going to pop that over there. Okay, that's on top there for a minute. And then I'm going to get a bit of glue, a little bit more glue in here. Okay. I'm going to cut that piece there. It's a bit long, and I'm going to pop some glue in here. Okay. And then I'm going to bring that piece around. Just hold that there for a minute. And then I'm going to snip that end off. Okay. So there we have our bow. It's not perfect, but as you know, I am new to all this, so I'm still sort of learning myself. There we go. My bow. And now I'm going to cut these ends. Now I fancy cutting them like that. So I'm going to do, see that, that, and then see the end of these as well. Try to do it with the blue part of the flame. There's not much of a blue part here. Just to avoid burning your fabric. There you go. Look at that there. So cute. And now I'm going to sew that onto the tutu.